Hey guys, this is Shotz and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Strikers Part 4. I have been recording for quite some time now, but it's okay because I like this game and I like recording it, so that's how it is. I think I've been having a lot of fun, so I'm just going to keep on going. Today we're taking on Waluigi, who is in last place in the division, with 0 points, as you can see in that bottom left side. To be honest, I don't think I'm going to cut out these loading screens, because I really don't care all that much, so it's whatever. But, I mean, like, the loading screens are quick, so it's really no big deal. I'm just going to leave them in there. There's no reason not to. I've been talking pretty consistently through them, so whatever, it's no big deal. I mean, it's not like the loading screens take like 5 minutes or are really a real nuisance or anything, so. Anyways, we're going to start this off and hopefully kick some Koopa Waluigi ass. And I read my texts in between recordings from my brother. He sent like 5 of them. And that guy is just pestering me. He's just sitting there. He's literally just, Christopher! That's how he sent it. He was like, yo, give me my money. I'll wait on my money. But you gotta give me my money and stuff. I was like, shit. You know what? I gotta give you your money. And now, I think he's done spamming me, at least for this episode. So I'll keep you up to date on whether I get spammed or not. And that's goal number 1 for us. Waluigi already showing off his true colors of being last in the fucking division. Because he's no better. I think we're better. Hopefully I take on Peach, and like, I'm hoping that she loses, so, because like, sometimes it's, oh wow, Waluigi's showing off the true colors right now. I hope Peach loses at least one game. I think she's tied with us right now. I hope she loses at least one game so that I can have the leniency, I guess would be the word I'd want to use, of losing to her. Because if I lose to her and we have the same record and everything, she'll end up winning for sure because she'll get the extra point on me. So I hope she loses. Chances are she's not gonna lose. I'm not really having high hopes for that. I'm not gonna rely on that either. I'm just gonna win. That's the way it is. So as long as I win, we should be all right. And I mean, wow, Waluigi, really? I'm not even really trying right now. I'm just kind of talking and stuff, and I'm wrecking this guy. Wow! I thought it was 3-0. I'm really wrecking this guy. Holy shit! Oh my god! Wow! Wow! Man, get your shit together, brother. This is just ridiculous. This is just ridiculous. I don't know what to say. The other night, actually, I was watching Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Pretty sick movie, I think, anyways. I think it gets a lot of shit talked about it, but I thought it was really cool. I think the Mortal Kombat world in general is just a really cool thing. So I think regardless of how shitty it is, it's just a really cool, like, Outworld and Earthrealm and everything. I think all that's really, really, really cool. Oh god, he scores. Yeah. I knew he was gonna score there. Like, he's wide open. If you don't score, you're a fucking retard, so. Like, there's no way he wasn't. Like, look at that. He's got the entire net to shoot on from there. Like, there's no way. But I was watching Mortal Kombat Annihilation, and I think that's the one that gets the most shit talked about it. But, like, I really didn't mind it. I found it kind of cheesy and kind of corny, but that was mostly because of Jax. Jax is really cheesy and really corny. And I thought what would it be called? The special effects were really dumb as well. But, I mean, the scenery for all the film shots and everything was really, really well done. I mean, they had, like, Paris in there, and they had, San Francisco Bridge and everything. Like, it was a really cool, like, I guess if you want to say atmospheric, that would be a good way to put it, but I wouldn't. Oh my god, wow, wow, wow! But that wouldn't be the best way to put it, I don't think, but it was very, the film, I don't know what I'd call it. The scenery, oh wow, nice goal, Waluigi. Actually, he scored the most goals on me so far, so maybe he's not much of a slacker at all. But yeah, the scenery in the movie was amazing. You could also say the same for this movie I watched the other night. It's in theaters. It's a new movie. It's called Evil Dead. It's a remake of the old school horror comedy flick from the 80s. And it's not so much comedic in this new version. In fact, it's very far from comedic. It's actually really disturbing. I loved it. I'm not very into the horror genre, So to say that I loved like a horror film in general is kind of like out there. But I thought that this film was really well done. It doesn't have the highest ratings. It's about, I looked on Metacritic, it's got about between a 55 and a 60, which isn't horrible, but it's not exactly like Pulp Fiction good. So, I mean, there's definitely better movies out there, but for what it's worth, as far as horror films go, it definitely holds up, I thought. It's not necessarily scary, per se, but it's definitely fucked up beyond all belief. There were a few scenes, one in particular, where I was, and even so, it still had its comedic charm. It just wasn't as funny as, like, the first one, as far as I've heard. Like, the first one's supposed to be, like, hilarious. But the second one is a bit more, it tried to focus a bit more on the shock and scare factor. I would say, if I were to compare it to anything as far as shock factor goes, I would say maybe, Hostel, as far as the shock factor goes, and then as far as all the gore and stuff, it's not all that gory, but it's still pretty raunchy and stuff. A few really epic scenes, and again, with the scenery, I mean, the scenery was very well done in the movie as well. That was another thing that I thought that they really excelled with as far as putting the movie out, was with all those shots that they had. There's one shot specifically, and it's when the main character, Mia, is, we were taking on Peach, by the way. We kicked Waluigi's ass. I'm sorry, I'm going on some random tangent, not even talking about the game. But the one scene that I remember specifically is the one main protagonist. Her name is Mia, and her brother comes to see her. She's a junkie and stuff, so they're like having a heart-to-heart, brother to sister. And she's sitting on the car, and I think she's like drawing or something. And the way that they filmed the shot is like, it looked like it was closer to the ground, but looked up at the car, and you could see Mia drawing and stuff, and it was, the way that they had the lighting and everything was a really, really beautiful scene in a horror movie. Like, it was totally the opposite of what you'd expect in a horror movie. Normally you're expecting like dark and damp and everything, which eventually it gets there. But it starts off, and it kind of sets you in like, oh, everything's gonna be fine. Wow, Peach, you're supposed to be as good as me, but you let me score within 4 seconds? 4 seconds I scored on you? Get your head in the game, girl. Get your head in the game. You can't be letting that happen. You just let me waltz on up there. Also, these pink Koopas look pretty fucking boss. I'm not even gonna lie. These are some pretty badass pink Koopa looking fuckers. Oh, come on, we got this. We got this. Oh, I guess we don't got this. We got this. No, because somebody got in the way of my pass. Jerk. Oh, I missed. Oh, I miss. But yeah, that's The Evil Dead. So I would recommend seeing it if you are not easily queasy. So like, if you're not easily upset by gore, I would definitely recommend seeing the movie. There are a few funny things. I'm not going to specify too much, but there's this one scene where Mia, who's possessed or something, it's a very... The only thing I have a gripe with is the plot holes and everything. There's a lot of plot holes in the movie, but I mean, it's a horror film, so you're not going to see the plot. You're going to see the shock. And I feel like the biggest, like I guess it would be the funniest scene for me. It was funny, but it was really like disturbingly funny. Like, basically, there's a scene where the girl who's dating or married or something to David, who is Mia's brother, Mia is in the basement, and she takes an X-Acto knife, and she cuts her tongue. And this is one of the funniest lines in the entire movie. I swear to God, I started laughing so hard, but at the same time, I was also like, oh my God! So, she cuts her tongue with the X-Acto knife, and then speaks to David's girlfriend thing, and she's like, kiss me, you dirty cunt. And then they start making out, and it's... and she's like... obviously there's blood pouring out of her mouth, because she just took an X-Acto knife and cut her fucking tongue down the middle. And she's sitting there, and kiss me, you dirty cunt, and they start making out, and it's... I laughed so hard. I was like, this is so fucking wrong. Oh my God. Because that's his sister's... That's her brother's, girlfriend or something, his wife. They never really specify. Definitely something of that nature, though. They have a sexual relationship of some sort, and she's making out with her. Like, it's fucking so weird, but so, like, awesome at the same time. I thought for sure I was gonna have like nightmares after watching it, but like I don't, and I didn't. So it's really cool. It was a phenomenal movie. Would I go see it again? I've actually been looking at the trailers, and I wouldn't mind going to see it again. It was a really good flick. It really was. And I'm not one for horror films at all, by any means, but it was really good. Especially the ending scenes, like that's where it really amps up. And it trolls you. It trolled me so hard because I thought the movie was going to end with one of the cheesiest endings I'd ever seen in a horror movie ever. And then, bam, just like that, it's not even fucking close to the cheesiest ending ever. It's actually one of the most epic endings in any film I've ever seen. So, it trolled us. It's a troll movie, as well as a shock factor, as well as sort of comedic, but not entirely. I feel like with this movie they tried to go more seriously scary and more shock factor than anything. And also, if you're a fan of the original, they do not bring in Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell does not make an appearance. So that's the thing you're going to have to keep an eye out on. Apparently, Bruce Campbell was like the man in the original, so like everybody was hyped for Bruce Campbell, like I don't know what he did. I think he helped write it. But yeah, everybody was hyped on it, and he's not in it at all. So don't look forward to seeing Bruce Campbell. There is an homage to Bruce Campbell, like a little cameo type thing, but it's not actually Bruce Campbell. I wouldn't even call it a cameo because he doesn't really ever make an appearance in it. And that's really it. I haven't talked about this game the entire fucking episode, and I apologize, but we just won the Flower Cup. I pretty much consistently talked about movies the entire game, or the entire episode. I apologize for this, but I hope you guys liked it. And don't forget to comment and stuff. Winning the flower. Let's see the highlights. I like the highlights. The highlights are always the funnest thing about the game. We do some flip kicks. That's always awesome. Flip kicking is always cool. And what else? What other highlights we got up on this bitch, yo? We got our number 2 highlight, which is a really bad goal. And our number 1 highlight of the match is that goal, which I guess is kind of decent, but whatever. But anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in for part 4. I will see you guys next time on part 5, where we will be taking on the next cup. What is the next cup, you ask? I don't fucking know. We'll see. Hold on. Let's see. We'll wait for the loading screen to go all through this shit. You know, same thing we did in the last cup. Congratulations to Luigi for being a winner. We got first place. Creator Field's now available. Star Cup's now available. So there you go. We got all our stats here. I'm not worried about super strikes. I'm not gonna. I don't know. Win to loss ratio 5-0. Nice. That's always great. Saving. I always like saving the game. Saving the game is always a classic thing. But next time, guys, we are going to be taking on the Star Cup, which I think... Nope, it's not the last one. But we will be taking on the Star Cup. We will be taking on 7 different teams next time. How I'm going to split this up, I don't really fucking know. But I'm sure I'll think of something. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. I will see you guys next time on part 5. We will be taking on this cup, and we will kill it, like we always do. Maybe undefeated, maybe not. Maybe I can keep this streak going, maybe I can't keep this streak going. But one thing you do know for sure, I will always be Team Green Machine! Peace out, have a good time, and do stuff. Yeah!